hope. And today we are going to be comparing our studios and giving you guys some YouTube tips if you want to start a YouTube channel. So the first theme to have in a studio is a background. It has to have color, objects in the back like you can see my objects. Make sure that it is kind of simple to change out per season. Like I am starting to bring in the fall colors. Soon I'm going to be changing these paintings to fall, which is really exciting. And also make sure that it's simple enough to be film ready so you can just walk in, film it, there you go. So this is where I was just filming my intro, though I have all of my stuff set up how I like it. And then I have some fairy lights. It looks so nice on camera. And then in real life there's like lights and like... And then I have this huge colorful painting that I painted with my dad. I just got basically throw paint on it. It was really fun. So definitely try to make your own paintings because like that way it makes it really colorful and really, you know, authentic. I have this donut painting, which I love. My mom did this for me. Then I just have some fall colored clothes on a clothing rack. The rest of it, if you can't tell on camera, but the rest of it doesn't have any clothes on it because I need to have my clothes in my closet. So this is a good background. And then I have some $1 lights that I got from Target at the dollar section. They're so cute. They just give a pop of color. Background, I like it because it involves clothes, which I'm very into clothes, and then it also has fall colors and it's very cushy and I really like this background. But if I'm doing a different type of video or I'm taking an Instagram, I have some more backdrops over here. I'm trying to get over the lights. Okay, so it's kind of dark because the lights were facing my intro because that's where they usually are. This background is if I want to do kind of a more put together look. It's actually a tablecloth. Usually the camera will be like kind of far away and then zoomed in and you can't see the wrinkles at all, so it looks like a real backdrop and it's just a $2 tablecloth from Walmart, which is really cool. We have a bunch of these in my closet, which I'll show you later. And then, oh my gosh, I got this for fall at Target. It was like $15. And this is my favorite thing. I'm doing my most recent intros just here. And it's wide enough that I can get a good shot and you won't see like the white behind it. So I think that's a really good way to film intros and videos for beginners. Like if you don't want to have a whole studio. So this is my studio. The wall used to be like this muddy brown color and I didn't really like it. So I painted it to be white and it's really pretty. So then we went to At Home store. We got this really nice big plant with a fingerling in it. And if you want to see our video of fingerlings, you should definitely go check that out in the eye up here. So yeah, definitely go check that out. So yeah, it's just this really nice plant that gives a little bit of green. And then I have this really light blue couch with some nice light colored pillows. They're really pretty all together and I love how it ties it in. And then all these paintings. I got this couch off of Amazon. I got this pillow at home. And I got this at Target. And then I got this at Amazon. And then Haley, which is my brother's girlfriend, she found this that says strong is the new pretty. And it's a nice hot pink. And it just fits right there. Because like without it, it's kind of like this just blank space. Yeah, and I also like how it's all bright blues and green. So now moving on to over here. I just have a desk I got from Target. Then I have like a whole knick-knack area kind of over here, which is a plain lamp that has a fingerling on it to kind of decorate. This won the fingerling contest, so definitely go check that video out. It will be in the description link below. So yeah, this is the lamp. Then I just have more knickknacks like birds that are bright green, some blue and gold to match the dream picture frame. Right here is just a calendar. It brings in more pops of color to my background, and that I got from Target. Over here I got this from Target, and then these are Polaroids like that I took with my Annie. These shelves I've had originally, I don't know where they're from. Another fingerling, and then more of these cubes. This one says life happens, candy helps. Then a flower, and then another cube thing that says everything is better with sprinkles. And then on the higher shelf, I just have more flowers I got from At Home. Slime that are really bright and colorful. And then another cube that says dream colorfully that I got from At Home. Okay, so that's my background. The next thing is sitting. This is really important because you want to be super comfortable. This is my chair. It's super fluffy. I love this. We got it from Pottery Barn Teen or Kids. I can't remember. I think it was Teen. I love it so much. It's so fluffy. It's just like the best. The only thing that I didn't realize when I was buying it was that I'm going to be doing a lot of DIYs on it. So it's got a lot of stains on it. Like this is slime. So that's annoying, but it's really comfortable and really squishy. And then right here, I just have a little table in the corner. This is whenever I just want to use it, I can just bring it in. Usually I will bring in like the big table that we have that's in our kitchen, but it can't stay in here because like we need it. And then to hold my objects for the background, I have a stool and a bedside table, which looks really like sketchy, but then when it's on the camera, it looks so good because you can see the objects. So that's just a little tip. Like if you don't have like a huge dresser to go behind your couch, just use a stool.
And then now where I sit, because I usually sit on this couch, but I decided to sit on this stool I got for my desk over there. And so I just sit on here, and then the background's blurry and I can talk, do my intro, do whatever. The cool thing of sitting more further away from the background is it gives them some cool depth and showing of your background.
The next theme is lights, which is super important. Turn the lights off. I want to show them what it looks like without lights. This is what it looks like without lights, and I have a window. So there's two ways to get lights. Either you get $20 studio lights, which is what we have, or really expensive lights. Some can be very expensive. Or you can do it natural light, or you can have both, which is what I have. That's the best, pretty much, because the natural light doesn't make it super bleached out, like really white and just not nice. And then the studio lights just bring in more light, so both of them together is like, yes! But if you only have one, that's totally fine. I usually take my selfies just like right in front of a window. I don't even need lights sometimes. So that's super awesome. These are lights. They're by Limo Studio. They'll be linked below. We got them on Amazon. We've had them for absolutely so long. The thing is, like, they're super cheap, but they always fall over because this thing is so big, and we have broken so many, and they're kind of annoying to move around, but they bring really good light, especially for the cheapness. So if you guys are just thinking about getting some lights but you don't want to spend a lot of money, these are great. And then right here, I have my ring light, which right now actually doesn't have light bulbs in it, but the ring light is awesome. It's super expensive. I think this was like $200. It has an awesome dimmer to make it lighter or darker. This light is amazing. I love it so much, which is why we need to go get light bulbs. Little tip, if you're using just natural light, make sure the light is in front of you instead of behind you, because it's going to be really dark and black if it's behind you. So, see the difference?
If you're like a starter, it like be okay to just make sure to get at least a little bit of good lighting, like natural light. Like I have this window over here that I use for light. It's just natural light, and it helps a lot as long as it's not dark. But yeah, it helps a lot if you have natural light. Sometimes the shadows can be funky, so that's when I close them off. But without the shadows, at the specific time of day, it's really nice to just have natural light. Then, if you're more professional, you can order some studio lights. These are really good studio lights. I love has an umbrella over it because it's like not too shining on your eyes, because it kind of gives it a little bit of a blur. So yeah, I just have 2 of those studio lights. And then a tripod, because that's where I do my intros at, is I have my tripod and I sit here. So I definitely recommend a tripod if you don't have someone to hold the camera for you.
The next thing is sound, which is really important. Right now, we just use the sound that comes on the camera. We don't have a mic, but we are trying to save up to get a mic because it would help the sound. Right now, my studio is in like a really big echoey room, which is why a mic would really help us. Some tips I've used to contain good sound is we have a huge fluffy carpet all over the room, which just muffles the sound a little bit. My fluffy chair really helps. We turn the AC off, the fan off every time that I'm going to film, just so there's not like a tss in the background. And I have a lot of siblings that are super duper loud, so before we film, we always tell them, don't come in the studio or around the studio, and do as much as we can without a mic.
I have just a room that's closed off with a door that you can do, so there's not noise coming from your siblings, your parents, cooking, you know, stuff like that. So I highly recommend not being in an open space where there's no walls, because then all the sound will get into your video. It's better to have a closed off space. And I have a mic on my camera. It's not like a professional mic, but you can get those mics that you add on to your camera and attach to your camera. If you have a noisy fan, it's better to turn your fan off, because then it will not cause sound and noise. So mine doesn't really make noise, so I can keep it on. But if you have one of those fans that are like when it turns, I highly recommend turning it off so it's not that clicking noise in your video. And then also curtains and carpet can help with sound, so it doesn't echo everywhere like an empty room. If you're like hello and it echoes, it's better to have like carpet or curtains to help with the sound not bouncing off so much.
Another thing that's in my studio and Hope's studio is a closet, which I feel like is really important. You don't need to have it because we survived a really long time without having one, but it's so helpful, especially if you're like me that's filming 4 videos a week. It's super handy. I use this closet for my backgrounds, like my tablecloths that I like to switch out colors. I put some camera stuff in there. I put extra batteries, things like that. I have all of my DIY stuff. I have my slime stuff, and I can just keep stuff in there in case, like, in real life I actually need some help with storage. This is my closet. At the very bottom here, this box is filled with fan mail and presents and things like that. So thank you if you're in this box. This is a bag of just a bunch of things that I bought for one video that we actually never ended up filming because plans would get changed. I have a box of festive things. So I have like Easter stuff, trick or treat, I have pumpkins, I have Easter bunny ears, popsicles that are great for summer, I have fall on it, I have a trick or treat sign, and then on this next shelf, I have all of my tablecloth. Then I have this Gorilla tripod, which helps me with my vlogging. And then I have my green screen, just in case. Bars right here to set up the green screens. And then this box, it has a bunch of supplies in it. And then I have a bunch of paint. I have markers, scissors. I have a bunch of colored Sharpies, a bunch of paintbrushes, some chalk, hot glue guns, cotton balls, and this is my basket of DIY supplies. Some of my favorite nail polishers, scrapbook paper, a bunch of iron-on things. Then in here is my slime stuff, glitter glue, some normal glue, and shaving cream and sequins. I have a huge thing of foam beads.
I highly recommend at least having a little bit of storage, like just like a big bucket to store all your things in. So I have this whole closet with just bins of stuff, like mostly sign stuff and stuff. And then it's kind of like crazy over here, and I have lots of storage containers. I got that from a hardware store. I can't remember where, but they have these really nice storage cubes. And then I got these from at home, and they're just nice storage cubes. Oh, Mom's slime, fluffy slime. That's okay. So yeah, just lots of storage cubes, and all that is really helpful for filming, because you can just store all your stuff that you make in here, or if it's like a decor, I might store it in my room. Or
we both have our own studios, but we also have one together for Jazzy Girl stuff. Okay, so we are walking into our studio. This is kind of what it looks like. Just a brief overview.
Let's do what Brooke and Bailey does, where I'm like saying stuff and then you say half of it. Okay, so when you first come in, it is just like this whole entire room. And our studio, we only use one wall for our studio, because like there's a bed and all that crazy stuff over there. So yeah, when you come in, we have this amazing signs right here with this bright pink wall. Mine is polka dots with H, and these stripes with A, and it's really nice. And then we just have this really colorful, bright, crazy couch, and it's like really stripy and orange and pink and butterfly.
So like she said, this is our main area for filming. We are in a bedroom, so we have kind of like a bed setup. So if we ever wanted to do an Andy versus Hope morning routine, we could do one in here. This is all we need for our filming. Lights and a camera and a background. Sound, we have this door, and it actually keeps a lot of the sound out, and we're also right next to the AC, so we usually turn the AC off, close the door, and the sound is pretty good.
Yeah, turn the fan off because the fan can have like a little click, 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 click noise to it.
Right.
So we don't want that in our video, and it will be annoying to our audience.
I really hope you guys enjoyed our studios. Like, subscribe, and comment. Bye!